IFMR's 5-year integrated program, that is the IPM course, is absolutely crazy. It is a very good course because they provide internships, their placements are good, but it is only something that we see from the outside. If you want the insider review, then you need to watch this video till the end, because I am in conversation with two of the very good students at IFMR, and both are actually interning right now, and they are telling you everything that you need to know, and they are also shedding light on their own IPMAT preparation and their interview days. So watch this video till the end and let's go. So what was your first impression of IFMR, and be honest?
I thought that actually it was pretty chill and very open actually. When you think about, IPM college or MBA college, you think that, yeah, it'll be very hectic. It'll be very time consuming and, you cannot sleep at nights. You need to be constantly doing assignments, projects, study for this. No, but I think that it was very accommodating in the first year at least. It was so chill that, yeah, you could make friends. You could, spend some time with them, and you could also get adjusted to the college, and along with that, you can study and make progress in academics as well. I think that was very surprising, actually.
What about Anya?
At first, I thought it would be very, very difficult to talk to people or make friends. I think that's the biggest struggle you have.
As an introvert, that's a basic thing.
Yeah. So before moving, that was my biggest fear. But when you move, get in there, you remember, it's just a reminder that everyone has come from different places and everyone is there to make a new home for themselves.
And so everyone is nervous.
Everyone is scared, exactly. You think that, oh, I'm the only one who's scared. That's not true.
That's true. What's the most exciting thing about studying at IFMR?
I think it's the courses and the fests, actually. Like the amount of diverse courses you have, like throughout the first year to third year, because in first year, first term itself, yeah, in the first itself, you have law and accounts on one end, and you have maths on another end, and you have Excel in between, and you have accountancy in between. It's such a diverse course that, everybody can get accommodated. I'm from a science background, so I'll find maths a little bit easy. But a person from an accounts background will find that easy. But we still have common grounds like law and Excel. So I feel like that's very diverse, yeah. And the amount of fests we have.
Fests. That's the most exciting thing, obviously. Yeah. Anya?
For me, again, it's the course and the diversity. Like, we get to talk to the liberal arts part of the college too, which is called CIAS. So IFMR, which is the business part of our college, and the liberal arts part. So we get to interact with both parts of the students, MBA and the liberal arts students. And regarding the course, I think it's very fun. Like, you can relate to everyone. You have an engineering friend and she's like, okay, I'm studying casting. And we had a subject in the third trimester called manufacturing methods. We also had like physics in that. So you can relate to that. We also had a writing subject in the second trimester. So you study a little bit of everything.
That's crazy. Okay, just give me a glimpse of what does a day in your life at IFMR look like?
Yeah, so generally our class actually started 10:30 usually. Usually after 9:30 they start at 10:30, and we have a lunch break at 12, and we have classes only up till max to max 2:30. On exceptional cases, 4 or maybe 5, not more than that actually. We have only 3 to 4 classes per day, maybe one assignment submission per day, maybe, and maybe one test. That's it. And usually after that, we can go to gym, we can go participate in fests, committees, clubs, whatever we want, hang out with friends, go to
And how's
sports,
the mess
anything.
food? How's the
Yeah,
mess
the mess food is decent. It's good.
Decent. And how is
Yeah.
your day, Anya? I want to know a girly girl day.
So it gets starts with getting up, getting ready with your roommate, and then heading to class. We usually have a quiz, maybe like 4 times or 3 times a week, and then we have lunch at 12. So we are the first batch of people having lunch at 12. So we have hot lunch served, and then we have classes again till maybe 4. And then if you play a sport, you can go play that, or you can just chill with your friends, have a walk around the campus, look at the sunset, and then study, of course, and then
Studying is a part. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so that's fun. You both told me that you were in internships, correct? Can you please tell me from starting to end, like how did you get this internship? How much does IFMR help with internships and everything, so that I can understand how it works there? Let's start
Right.
with
So,
sorry. Yeah.
yeah, no, no.
No, no,
Anya
let's
can
start
say
with
it if you want.
Ritvik. No, 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 Ritvik, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. And
Anya will
so
get
the
a
thing
little more
was,
time to think. Anya,
correct.
make your answers better so you'll shine, okay?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Ritvik is
Yeah.
already doing very well. Chalo. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing was, last year I did an accountancy internship, which Anya is doing right now, and I got it through the college itself.
All right.
So the placement committee actually takes like a resume of yours and they give you a template. They ask you to make a resume. They take a resume fit photo for you. They bring in a person, take a photo for you, and they, ask your locations. They ask you to give a priority, like what's your priority one, priority two, priority three, and where you live, what are your location. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, they contact you. They contact you during your summer or before summer itself, and they ask you if you're okay with going here or okay with going there. So my internship location was only 2 kilometers away from my house last year. I could
Oh.
just, take my cycle or take my bike and go there. Yeah. So and after there also the placement committee examines you continuously. They ask you to send you selfies, reports, what work you've done, how much effort you've put in, how many hours you've clocked in, and all of that. And towards the end, you have to submit a final report and a final presentation as well, and you get graded on that. Yeah.
The grades are 100% dependent on the report that you suggest, submit.
It's a conglomeration of everything actually. The photos you've sent, the proof you have, how many days you've worked in, the kind of report you've sent, and the presentation you do. Yeah.
And Ritvik, right now you are doing it in Kia. So,
Right.
how did that happen? What work do you do there? What kind of things are they teaching you? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, I start my shift from day after tomorrow actually, but what they've already briefed me is that there'll be, two, three divisions in the sales showroom. I'm doing it in a showroom. There'll be like a pre-sales, sales, and a post-sales. And along with that, in the pre-sales itself, there's two, three divisions. Like there's a 100:1 ratio cold calling, there's a 100:10 ratio, and the ratio where you talk to already present customers or the customers who are already in the brink of buying or have made the purchase are yet to deliver the car, and the ones who've just submitted their car for some kind of a post sale repair or some customization, etc. So yeah, that's the kind of division they've got there, and they make you do cold calls, go on test drive with customers, talk to them, the kind of problems they have or the kind of doubts they have. We need to memorize, the length, weight, the kind of range a car gives, or what is the mileage, what are the colors available, etc. All of that.
But that's a dream job for a boy.
Exactly.
Like it's a Barbie showroom for a girl. है ना? Okay,
Exactly.
Anya,
Yeah.
let's
For
come to you.
me, the college helped both directly and indirectly. Like we have a placement committee, so they are very helpful. Like they help you choose the location
Mm-hmm.
and at your preferred location at a preferred time, and the college provides you specific details of what you're supposed to do in the internship. So
Okay.
it was helpful. Indirectly, in the sense when you meet people there, you realize how like among what bright minds you are studying, and then you see okay, people have impressive CVs here, so they also help us develop our CV, and then you are motivated to work better and get better at your skills. So we were taught Excel, accounting, and tally, which is going to be really helpful for me in my accounting internship.
Yeah, obviously. So when you do these internships, other than the skills that you're already studying and all in your classes and all, what do you actually get from that? Like, what do you understand? Do you understand the competition you have from other colleges and all? Do you understand that how hard you will have to work, or do you understand what the job market is right now? How does that help?
And yeah, I can go first.
Yeah, Anya, you can go first. No
Oh,
problem.
I have no answer for that because I haven't started my internship yet. Right? So only Ritvik can answer
Right,
that.
right,
All
right.
right, then.
So I guess it kind of puts you in a perspective that you see the real world actually. Now, if you've just done courses, submitted assignments, given quizzes, just talk to your professor and your peers. But when I worked there, one of my colleague was a 50-year-old. Another one was a 30-year-old. My CEO or chairman was only 40 years old. He was pretty young to run that company last year. And even with Kia right now, they've got multiple branches. They've got a Rolls-Royce branch, they've got a Volkswagen, they've got a BMW, they've got a Benz. But even with all of that, they were pretty young. They're only 30, 40 running all of these showrooms and turning in this much revenue. You get to see the real world perspective behind all of that. How do they think? Like how much has the subject actually taught you in real life? Or is there a new learning? You see the people work in real time, you see the kind of hardships they face. And I guess that seeing people work and seeing that environment itself is like the biggest learning and the real learning behind these internships as well. More than applying what you've learned, it's kind of how you adjust and acclimatize to these situations. I feel like is the biggest learning.
Absolutely. So everyone talks about networking in colleges, especially, correct? Have you had any crazy industry exposure moments in college? I'm not talking about your internship in your college.
Right. We have actually, Carrot Line by Tata, right?
Yeah.
Carrot Line by Tata. It was actually done by a person, and then he sold it to Tata on his own. He founded Carrot Line, then
Okay.
he sold it to Tata. The person who has done that actually came to our college 2 months back, and it was a pretty crazy situation to be in.
Yeah, obviously, an
Yeah,
entrepreneur coming to your door and telling you
correct,
what to do, what not to do, and matlab, sharing their experience, someone who's dealt with Tata itself, correct? So, yeah,
correct.
that's crazy. Other than that, anything?
And other than that, Blue Tokai, the
Yeah,
coffee shop.
obviously, I drink Blue Toga every day. I've
Yeah,
just had two 60 ml, sorry, 230 ml shots of it right now before coming to office. So, yeah, it's my favorite. So, you
right.
met the founders?
Yeah, the founders actually did a kind of a finance bridge course or PhD, if I'm not wrong, in our college itself.
Ooh,
And yeah, and also there is this other third wave coffee, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, yeah,
One of
yeah.
their founders also did a finance course in our college.
I've never tried third wave coffee, but I've heard a lot.
Yeah,
Did you know it's not Blue Tokai, it's Blue Toga. Did you
so
know it
yeah,
from that?
it's a
Yeah.
Tamil or a Kannada word, if I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
wrong.
that's
Yes,
true.
right,
I just got to know about it, and I was so intrigued that I can never call it Blue Tokai anymore. I always
right.
call it Blue Toga. Okay, and Anya?
So, similar to the professor experience, our critical writing seminar professor was also a professor at Asian College of Journalism, which is one of the top colleges of journalism in India.
Journalism, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he was a professor. So it was really great talking to him and like knowing his insights. If you're someone who's into communication, marketing, PR, or journalism, it was really, really great. And our economics visiting professor this trimester, she was a professor at Madras School of Economics. So she even gave us her contact information that if you're ever writing a research paper or need help in economics, we can always contact her. That was
Research
really
and everything, yeah.
yeah.
It is so refreshing to know that even though you are doing a very like IPM course and it is so structured and it's a box, but yet you are spilling all around it. And that is crazy because you have so much exposure to journalism, you're telling me on entrepreneurship, and there must be many more students who have exposure to so many more things. You're just two, correct? So that's really very refreshing. IFMR has always been a shining star in the like in a bunch of colleges because last year also I did a very great session with two of the students, and that video is also there on our channel. And I had a great conversation with them also, and they also told me very refreshing things. So I'm really very happy for you guys. First of all, congratulations to you and kudos to you that you did so well. Other than everything, all this, I would like to talk about some musty stuff. Okay, so what are the clubs and societies and fests that students should definitely explore? Like the most fun part of your college.
And yeah, you start now.
Anna, you can start. Yeah, why not?
uh, basically. So there's this particular stereotype that if you're a business student, you're going to be too serious. But the privilege of having access to like liberal arts students is really great. So a lot of our clubs are run by liberal arts students, and it's so like it's all spread out. So there's the environment club, there's Navyata, which is a fashion club, so you can go participate in that. There's Inara, which is again a business event organizing club. Prakriti. There are also clubs based on like your F1 interest or your show interest. There's movie screening in different languages every week, so it's really interesting.
That's crazy. And what is your take on this, Ritvik? What kind of fests should a student never miss?
I feel like they should never miss any fest actually. And coming to the committee part, there is a club called Sahas Club. They are like the adventure club in our college. That's like the number one club. And they take you on treks almost every week to the nearby places. We are kind of in between actually a very peaceful place. There's a lot of mountains, hills, lakes, rivers, a lot of peace around us, and you can actually go to multiple treks per week. They take you on crazy expeditions, two nights, 3 nights trips. They take you on bike rides. You can take a bike out for rent, go along with them, go for the Eastern Ghat trek or a Western Ghat just bike ride. They take you on crazy stuff. Yeah.
So do you like this stuff? Matlab, do you like it, Anna? Do you like bike rides and trekking and all?
Yeah, we have like this waterfall thing recently, and then there was this island trek also, which one of my friend went to, and it was great experience. Late at night, they are in middle of a boat, in middle of an island, and they are like setting up tents. Yeah, bonfire.
It's great for a like I was a student from a girls' school, so we never got to go for school trips with our friends and everything. So it is great to know that you had so much fun with your like peers. Malab, that is something to remember, and you'll always remember that. You'll have pictures of that, and you'll always reminiscent that situation, that environment, correct? And all right, let's move on to the next question. What's one thing aspirants don't know about IFMR but should?
I
It's
think it's
can take
more
it.
about internship. Yeah, internship, I guess. I don't think anybody, while coming to college, they know about the fact that we do these internships every year because we learn accounts in first year, do an accounting internship, sales in second, and procurement or operations in third. I don't think a lot of people know that before enrolling for the college. I think that would make for a great factor to, let people know that we do internships for every year, and that's, I guess, a key role in our thing.
Yeah, that's great because a student will be very, very intrigued to know about this internship thing that you have to do different kinds of internships because mostly students what kind of problems they are going through is mostly that if I put so much money into a course, into a college, what is it going to give me in return? How is it a give and take relationship? So internships, I guess, is the biggest thing because that way you're also giving a place to network for students, right? All right. So this was it about your life at IFMR. Let's have a little bit of rapid questions. I want you're already giving me rapid answers, and I love a couple of people who give like very rapid answers. I don't like people who have paragraphs written about things and they're speaking and speaking and speaking. I don't like that. So I'm very happy and it was great talking to you. So let's go on to our rapid questions. If you could describe IPMAT in one word, what would it be? Just one word assigned with that exam.
And yeah, you can start from now on.
Twisted, definitely.
Twist. All right.
Yeah.
And Ritvik?
I think it's fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I
Anya doesn't
think it's
believe
been a
you.
lot of fun.
It was fun. That's
Yeah,
correct.
it's been a lot of fun. Yes.
Perfect. If your IPMAT prep journey was a movie, what would it be called? Like, which movie do you feel is your journey? It can be movie in any genre, any language. I don't have a problem with that.
12th fail for me.
Oh, acha, abhi your journey was fun, and now you're saying it's 12th fail. Wow, Ritvik, wow. What a cloud chaser are you? Okay, and Anya?
I think Three Idiots? I'm not sure.
Because you've had so much fun and opportunities to
Yeah,
understand things and everything. Okay,
yeah. Like
that
the
actually
starting part
goes
was
with
ridiculous, and then now
act,
I'm.
actually goes with your answers. Ritvik's answers are two parts. It's this, है ना? Okay. One book, podcast, or YouTube channel that you loved during your IPMAT prep.
I mean, for
Or
preparing or
series,
just to relax.
just to relax.
I think How I Met Your Mother and YouTube Sidemen.
All right. And Anya?
So unfortunately, I did not have subscription for Netflix and Amazon, so my answers are going to be a little bit serial types.
No
But I
problem.
like watching, um, firstly, like Indian soaps and Disney movies. It gave me a lot of comfort.
Yeah, right. Disney movies are a
Yeah,
great thing. But let's just say when I am very tired or something, I want to watch something like Zootopia.
yeah, exactly. Like binge watching Moana or Frozen.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your past self before IPMAT exam? One advice.
That you are prepared enough. Don't stress out and mess up there because you are prepared enough. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you're not prepared enough.
Correct.
Yeah, I'd say the same, honestly. That's one thing I guess all students relate to, that you need not panic that much because everything will be all right by the end.
What's one thing that people misunderstand about IPMAT students or IPM program students? You can take either.
I think the common misconception is that people think that we are jack of all trades and master of none just because we've like studied a subject for a limited amount of time. But that's not true. You really take the learning to the next step. For example, I had Excel only for 3 months for the first trimester, but it doesn't mean that I've unlearned it all. I have to use it in my internship. I have to apply it further in my presentations and projects.
It's a skill-based thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ritvik?
I guess mine is the work experience part, because a lot of my MBA friends have been saying that we do not have a lot of work ex because we're doing it a continuous course, because we're doing 3 years of BBA and then 2 years of MBA. But I think we do have a lot of work experience because of our internships, because it's 2 plus 2 plus 2. I mean, 2 months plus 2 months plus 2 months. And along with that, IFMR actually offers a sabbatical or a work ex leave for 1 year or maybe 2 years after your third year. I guess that's one thing.
Also, I think it's a flip thing. When you go for a very like basic college for your BBA, you're not doing any internships that are backed by an institution that knows how to get their children placed. Correct?
Correct.
That doesn't know how to get your ranks up or anything. Correct? So that way, you are getting 3 years of extra experience, extra networking, extra exposure, and then 2 years of MBA is also matlab, giving
A
you a
cream on that.
lot
Yeah.
of substance, correct? So I think that's the flip side. MBA students might get it at a larger, maybe a larger picture, but I think the first 3 years of any student's life after the 12th class is very, very important. And I think in an integrated course, they get the most out of it. Do you agree?
Correct.
Chalo. Okay, so that was all. That was my line of questioning. I had so much fun talking to both of you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope we can stay in touch. If